Hello, welcome. My name is JesseMcDesign. Today, we're going to be making these custom leather masks. Let's get started. Alright, so we got another leather project going on. It's kind of a continuation of last week's video. If you saw that, I made a whole batch of leather ornaments and keychains for this event. I'm going to be vending it in about a week, and it's Krampus themed, so you know, I wanted to get a little bit Christmas, traditionally and not traditionally Christmas. And then I had this guy around for a couple years now. I made him a few years ago, and I just thought, you know, he's not actually a Krampus, but you know, sometimes Krampus has like crazy teeth and looks kind of wild like this. This is actually a rendition of like a Hanya mask is what I was going for, with the, you know, the big teeth that they normally have on those. But I kind of thought, you know, this is, you know, monster-like, like Krampus can be sometimes. So what we're gonna do is make two more of these. I think I'm gonna make another version of this red one. I don't think I'm gonna do the black, and then I'll probably do all the stuff that's the gold detailing. Maybe I'll do that in black, maybe. I haven't really decided yet, but it'll be red with, you know, I'll keep the teeth a whitish and then everything else pretty much the same. And then I think I'm gonna do a blue one as well. And then what we got going on here is actually fairly simple. It's basically just two pieces. The top that goes over the nose, you can kind of see what's going on there. And then we have the lower face and chin piece, which is fairly simple, and then it has like this mouth opening, and then, you know, technically four pieces because of the teeth, but you know, if this was like a little bit simpler, you'd only need those two main pieces. So I keep all of my templates for especially something like this. I spent a while, you know, trying to figure out how to make this template, make it fit at least my face, which this one is formed around. It actually fits really nice. If you were to buy one, you could probably, you know, get it a little moist and kind of mold it to your face better, probably. I don't think it would really mess up the dye or anything like that. I keep all my templates. So what we got here is the lower piece, which looks like this. And then we got the upper nose piece, which looks like that. And then of course we got two sets of teeth. It's fairly simple. We're gonna trace these out, get them all cut out, and then we'll go in and carving some of this detail on the mask. And then if you look closely, the teeth are actually carved and they're like kind of dirty and they look pretty cool, I think. So we'll do all those little details. We'll clean up the edges a little bit, make them softer, so when it's on your face, it's not like as itchy, and the edges are a little bit cleaner and stuff. And then the final, after we do all that, we'll dye them, stitch them up, and then what is going to attach it is, here I have a little clamp, but normally I'm gonna attach an elastic band, well, two elastic bands, and you can just kind of like tie it behind your head to fit properly. I had this one was just one piece, but it stretched out over the time, so I think just making them a little bit longer and just cutting in, then you can just kind of tie it, and it's still stretchy, so it'll fit pretty much anybody. And that's what we're gonna do. So let's pull out this leather, get these traced and cut, carve, and then we'll probably come back when we try to decide how we're gonna dye this stuff. Alright, so we got all our pieces cut out, beveled the edges to round them off a little bit so they're not so sharp or itchy or anything. Everything's cut out real nice. We also went around and traced out just like an edge design on like the mask pieces. It's fairly similar to what I did before. I just didn't do like the super detailed gold pieces. I'm gonna keep it a little bit simpler than what we've got going on here. And we carved those in, and then we carved in a little bit around the teeth. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna dye the masks, one red, one blue. I think I'm gonna do like either a bit of a fade and or just like a marbly kind of texture, just to keep it something a little different than this, but also I just want to try some things. But what we're actually going to do first is the only thing that will be slightly painted is I want the teeth to be fairly white. We'll end up dirtying them up a little bit, but we're going to take a acrylic ink and have it watered down a little bit and just slightly brush it onto there. You don't need a lot, so it's not gonna like crack or anything. You know, I've had this thing's a few years old, and you can mess with the teeth and do whatever. It's not gonna like crack or like brittle off or anything because it's paint. So we're gonna start with those, and then we're gonna move on to doing the masks. All right, so I got a little distracted and went a little farther than I was expecting, but we got everything dyed up, and a last minute decision before they completely dried was I had like this little fade. You can kind of see with them, they're slightly darker and faded into like the lighter of the same color. And then I did the borders a solid version of the color. So I did this red one, and I did a dark red border. And it wasn't enough contrast for me, so I decided to, for the red one, I did a dark mahogany little border to add that little contrast a little bit better. And then for the brown, or for the blue one, I did a black border, and I think that looks a lot better. It's a little more reminiscent of this original one that I made. But we ended up doing all that, and then I went ahead and got the teeth completely stitched in for both of these. Fairly simple, you know. I just went ahead, I started with the teeth, and I just punched the holes in the teeth, and then I laid it on top and just poked the holes through so I know it'd match up perfect. And we're gonna do pretty much exactly the same for these upper nose cheek pieces to go onto the lower face chin pieces. And we're gonna follow the edge of the border up just past the nose. You can kind of see what we got going on this guy here. I don't know how well you can see that, but you know, the stitch goes right up to about there on the nose piece. And then we'll lay them back on top, kind of how this is, and we'll make sure that they fit at least a little bit right, so we know they're at least kind of in the right spot. And then we'll get these all stitched together, and the final thing that we'll do is we'll cut some elastic band, similar to what we got going on here, and we'll simply rivet it into the front, and the back will be open so it can be tied however tight the person needs it. Everybody has a different size head, and I want these to be fairly universal, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna just hop right onto this final time lapse, get these knocked out. We'll get a few final shots and talk about what we think. All right, so there you have it. I'm pretty happy with how these came out. This is the original, and then these are the two I just made here. I decided to make them a little bit simpler than this guy here, just so I can get them done on time and not really worry about any super fine details or anything. And I realized that my templates were slightly off. I was still able to make it work, but from this mask to my templates, I must have changed them a little bit. So I'll go back and fix my templates for the next time I make these again. But everything came out great. You know, it's a fairly simple project. They stitch up pretty quickly. I decided to, on the back side, use this simple little snap. It's just like a little post with a nub on it. And then this strap just has a couple different holes for whatever size you may need. And you can see there, it's a simple little post action. And that's how I decided. I even added it to my original just to make them all the same, so I know what's going on here and I'm not switching things up on myself. But with all that being said, I'm super happy with how these came out. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up, really helps. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe. I'm always over here doing some sort of creative project, sometimes leather projects, sometimes traditional art, furniture, home decor, who knows? Leave in the comments below what I should do next. See you on the next one.